The Crimson Winter Reverse Harem Complete Series. Written by Lindsey R. Loucks. Narrated by Laurie West. Winter's Edge. The Crimson Winter Reverse Harem, Book 1. Written by Lindsey R. Loucks. Narrated by Laurie West. Chapter 1. I heard him cry this morning when he thought I was still asleep. Sobs, more like, from my immovable, crotchety, emotionally unavailable father. Or Baba, as I called him. He'd cried only once before in my lifetime, when my mother died. So now I wondered if anyone else had met that same fate. The memory of his tears pressed down on me, slumping my shoulders as I stood outside the eastern edge of our cabin. The blustery cold wind threatened to knock me over, biting into my cheeks and nose and upsetting the balance of my bow and arrow. It was only the second snowfall, still too early for the wilds to hunker down for the coming winter. Soon they'd be scarce, though, making all the lives of those who lived in Margin's Row that much harder. Just a single line of 8 cabins, separate from the town called Margin. Margin's Row was the first line of defense for the wilds who wandered out of the Crimson Forest. A blessing for the townsfolk, a curse for us, especially since 6 of the 8 houses in Margin's Row were empty. Some in Margin's Row had moved away. Some had gone into the Crimson Forest and had never come out.
"Don't you start this again, Hellbreath,"
Baba hissed from the front of the cabin. The tension seeping from him gathered in a knot inside my chest. Since this morning he'd barely said a word to me, which was normal, but he seemed agitated. Now his footsteps were clipped as he tried to saddle Hellbreath. From the sound of her hooves crunching over the snow, she wasn't having it. Like me, she had a stubborn streak. I smiled into the wind, then froze at a snap from the forest. I spun to aim, noting Baba's sudden silence. He'd heard it too, no doubt. But why was he so jumpy? I released a slow breath, feeling the steam rise up my face, and listened to the sounds of the forest, which were both familiar and dangerous. After a moment, Baba began arguing with Hellbreath again. I'd offered to saddle her myself since I was the only one she listened to. Offered to go with...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?